Conventions, festivals, the auto show. Amanda Vinicky has the latest on COVID reopenings. And Amanda, it sounds like the mayor is hoping to set a timeline this time.
Yeah, that's right, Brandis. Mayor Lori Lightfoot is hoping for a full reopening 2 months from today.
We will be able to, one of the first cities to fully and safely reopen in the nation. Our goal, ladies and gentlemen, is to be fully open by July 4th.
She made that announcement at McCormick Place, and if all goes according to plan, that will be the site of one of the first major big events of the summer, the 113th Chicago Auto Show, scheduled for July 15th through 19th. For the first time, because of COVID, some of the show will be held outdoors. Organizers mentioning test car tracks, bringing in the new Ford Bronco and an electric Mustang, also the potential for an evening street festival. Other parts of the show will be indoors.
If you were going to design a place to try to pull off an event like this, wouldn't it look like this? 40-foot ceilings, overhead fans, the best filtration that money can buy. This place is designed for what we're trying to do.
The board chair of the city's tourism wing, Choose Chicago, says given that the hospitality and tourism industry were the first and among the hardest hit by COVID and will likely be among the last to recover, this will be like Christmas in July.
It is hope for the thousands of people who can't wait to come back to work at the McCormick Place, but it is also hope for the restaurant owner, the bar owner, the hotel GM, even the cab driver or baggage handler at Midway.
The COVID shutdown cost Chicago and specifically McPier hundreds, millions of dollars in tax revenue. And the hope is that this show will not be the last. To help events planners gauge how things will go if they do bring their business back to Chicago, there's a whole Healthy Meetings website. It walks through COVID precautions and options. Now, as for hard-hit restaurant owners and workers, the Small Business Association's Restaurant Revitalization Fund is offering grants, don't have to be repaid, to help them stay open. Barbecue King House owner Sam Ma says Chinatown restaurants have suffered after a year of being able to serve only a fraction of their customers.
Some restaurants, we closed at least 6 months. Some restaurants closed over a year. That's why we need a congressman and the federal government to help us.
Now, Governor J.B. Pritzker says it's not just Chicago. Illinois is also on track to be along roughly the same reopening timeline. If COVID hospitalization rates and cases continue to go down as they are now, next week would be a bridge phase when you'd have some lifting of capacity limits. And then by this summer, a full reopening. It's a big if, though.
I emphasize something that the mayor said, which is we can't predict the future. And this virus has proven to be very challenging. The developments of variants, the times in which it's seemed to rise, surge in states like recently Michigan, for example. And of course, we all experienced November and December and January here in Illinois. So we always are on guard.
Now, officials stressing that the best way to get to that reopening is to get vaccinated. Vaccines more available than ever, even though we're seeing demand for them on the decline. As you heard earlier, only 32% of Illinoisans fully vaccinated.
Everybody here is wearing a mask. If you want to get rid of the mask, get a vaccine. Okay? Everybody that I've talked to wants to, quote, get back to normal. The way we're going to do that is get vaccinated.
And Illinois is offering up a special incentive for folks in Southern Illinois, opening up a new mobile vaccination clinic at the Worldwide Shooting and Recreation Complex in Sparta. And if you get a vaccine there anytime between now and October, you will get 100 free targets of trap, skeet, or sporting clays to use at the complex.
hey, if you can get 100 rounds free in addition to all of that, I'm asking the governor's folks if I can bring my vaccination card in since I've already gotten it and see if I can take advantage of those 100 rounds.
Meanwhile, the Chicago Teachers Union says Mayor Lightfoot and Chicago Public Schools are not doing enough to get shots into the arms to of-age CPS students and their relatives. Mike Smith is a teacher at Englewood STEM High School, and he said this morning he predicted he'd only have about 10 students in his class today. He says schools will likely be empty in the fall unless CPS follows through on in-school vaccine clinics.
That doesn't risk their health, their well-being, and that of their family, that this should be a priority. We have the resources, we have the infrastructure, we have the people, but we have the opportunity to do this correctly. Rhetoric does nothing here. We need to take what we have and put it into motion.
This criticism comes as the President Joe Biden has set a goal. Here's that date again, July 4th, for 70% of the U.S. population to be at least partially vaccinated. Now, as for that July 4th reopening, Mayor Lightfoot says the auto show is not the only announcement she's got planned.
There's more that's coming. We feel very confident about what the summer is going to look like. I've said this over and over again, that the summer of 2021 will look more like the summer of 2019 than 2020. We feel confident based upon what we're seeing in the data, based upon what our modeling is.
That is a far cry, that optimism, from what Mayor Lightfoot said was one of her grimmest days of 2020. And that was when she decided with others to close down McCormick Place because of the pandemic, and then ultimately not only shutting it down, but then turning it into a makeshift COVID hospital that mercifully really didn't need to be used because there wasn't that overflow of patients. Now, McCormick at this point, not the only convention center looking to reopen in the summer. Also today, news coming that the Donald E. Stevens Convention and Conference Center in Rosemont is likewise looking to host events in July. Now, pre-pandemic, holding some 70 conventions and 250 meetings there, bringing in $800 million annually in economic impact. So they're also looking forward to a hopeful reopening. With that, Brenda, back to you.
Lots of people looking for that, Amanda. Thank you.